हरि। यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं रज्जौ यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवाम्बोधे स्थितिर्षावताम् वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्। Hari Om everyone. We saw the first few dohas of Balakanda, where Goswami Tulsidas Ji started doing vandana, started bowing down to various people. So first he started with Guru Vandana, bowing down to the teacher. After that came Vandana of Sadhu Purusha. And he said Sadhu is the person who is able to bear things from the world outside. It's a beautiful chaupai. Sadhu charita subha charita kapasu nirasa bisada guna maya phala jasu. Jo sahi dukha para chidra durava bandaniya jihi jagajasa pava. Just like that cotton is able to bear the pinpricks of the needle and yet cover defects of others, that person is called a Sadhu Purusha. Then Goswamiji did Vandana of the company of Sadhu Purusha, which is called as Satsang. Now there is a very interesting prakarana, interesting portion in Tulsi Ramayana, where Goswamiji is doing Vandana to wicked people. Dushta Purusha or Khala Vandana it is called. Khala means wicked and Vandana means bowing down to them. Now somebody might ask, Goswamiji, you started talking about, or you wanted to talk about Bhagwan Rama. Now where are you going into Khala Vandana and so many other things? Are you digressing from the topic? So then he says, no, there is a purpose. Let us see what that purpose is. Let us chant from after Doha number 3. Bahuri Bandi Khala Gana Sati Bhaye, from that. बहुरे बंदी खल गन सति भाये जे बिनु काज दाहि नेहु बाये परहित हानि लाभ जिन्ह केरे उजरे हर्ष विषाद बसेरे हरिहर जस राके सराहु से पर अकाज भट सहस बाहु से जे पर दोष लखहि सहसाखी परहित घृत जिन्ह के मन माखी तेज कृशानुरोष महिषेसा अघव गुण धन धनी धनेसा उदय केत समहित सबही के कुंभकर्ण समसोवतनी के पर अकाजु लगी तनु परिहरही जिमिहिम उपल कृषि दलि गरही बंद उखल जस शेष सरोषा सहस बदन बरनई पर दोषा पुनि प्रणवउ पृथुराज समाना पर अघ सुनई सहस दस काना बहुरि सक्र सम बिनवउ तेहि संतत सुरानी कहित जेहि वचन वज्र जेहि सदा पियारा सहसनयन पर दोष निहारा, उदासीन अरिमित हित, सुनत जरहि खलरीति, जानि पानि जुग जोरि जन, बिनती करई प्रीति, मैं अपनी दिसि कीन्हनि मोरा, तिन निज ओर न लाऊ बभोरा, बायस पलियहि अति अनुरागा, होहि निरामिष कबहु की कागा, बंदउ संत असज्जन चरना, दुख प्रद उभय बीच कछु बरना, बिछुरत एक प्राण हरि लेहि, मिलत एक दुख दारुण देहि, उपजहि एक संग जग माही, जलज जोक जिमि गुण बिलगाही, सुधा सुरा सम साधु असाधु, जनक एक जग जलधि अगाधु, भल न भल निज निज कर तूति, लहत सुजस अपलोक विभूति, सुधा सुधा कर सुर सरि साधु, गरल अनल कलिमल सरि व्याधु, गुण अवगुण जानत सब कोई, जो जहि भावनी कतेहि सोई, भलो भलाई पैलहई, लहई नीचाई नीचो, सुधा सराहिय अमरता, गरल सराहिय मीचू। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। So in Tulsi Ramayana, the way these dohas are written is, topic based. So Goswamiji, whenever he starts writing describing one theme, there are certain dohas for which that theme will be elaborated. So for us to understand why is Goswamiji doing Khala Vandana, why is he doing prostrations to wicked people, later in the dohas he gives some reasons. So it is helpful if we look at that reasons in the beginning, so that we don't wonder what is he doing. And I tell you, whenever we read these dohas, right, first thing that comes to mind is, I know whom this is being referred to. I wish that person would listen to this, especially when it comes to Khala Vandana. So Goswamiji says that is not the purpose. My purpose is not to be judgmental about anybody. I just want to say that this entire creation is made up of guna and dosha. Whatever thing you take, everything will have both these aspects. Means guna, good qualities and bad qualities, they will always be there together. In other words, pairs of opposites will always exist in this creation. We will never have, or it is not possible to say that somebody is only good. Neither is it possible to say somebody is only bad. So Goswamiji says that is how this creation is. So then what should we do? Then he says, unless we know the other side of things, unless we know the dosha, we would not know what to take, what to own up. A thing can be indicated only by its contrast. When we say guna, good qualities, it means it is in contrast with bad qualities. When we say heat, it is in contrast with cold. So like that, Goswamiji gives different examples later, but main point he says is this: we have to live in this world. We should understand that these two qualities will always coexist. Whichever quality we give predominance to, that becomes our fundamental personality. Even in ourselves, we see the same thing. What do we allow to win? Do we allow good qualities to win? Do we feed them more? Or do we allow the negativities to, do we feed the negativities or allow them to be victorious? Whenever we say that Siyavara Ramachandra ki Jai, that Jai Jaikar is a reminder for this. This is what Mahatmas say, that in me, Bhagwan, may you be victorious. Bhagwan means good values, good virtues. I have this choice all the time. And I know this fact also, that both these virtues, the good qualities and bad qualities are there in me. I know this fact, but may I not endorse and support the negative qualities. That is why Goswamiji says, I am giving this description not to criticize anybody, but just to make sure that it is brought to our attention. This is what is something which should be given up, and the opposite of that should be taken. Like that Hamsa bird, how it separates water from milk. In the same way, he says, although this creation has both these things together, let us know how to separate it. It is said, Duryodhana, for example, this point is to give an example for the fact that no person is completely wicked. We can never say that. Duryodhana in Mahabharata, if you read, there are places where you see good qualities of Duryodhana. He could keep 100 brothers together, except for one, Yuyutsu, who went on the other side. All 100 brothers were, ready to fight for Duryodhana. That quality is a positive quality. When the Pandavas are in the forest, Duryodhana goes on, I think it's called Ghoshayatra, just to show how much wealth they have to these Pandavas, just to make them jealous. What happens is he gets captured, and Arjuna ends up releasing him. It is said at that time Duryodhana gets so dejected that he gives his crown to Dushasana, and he says, now you go and rule the kingdom. I have no interest in going back. Dushasana says, Duryodhana, if you are not coming back, I don't want this kingdom. What will I do without you? That shows he had certain qualities, which are worthy of appreciating. But it is like that, flame of fire which is engulfed by dust and smoke. One cannot benefit from that kind of fire. Everything is covered as though by other negative qualities. And in Duryodhana's story, you realize that he gave importance to, or he fed the negative virtues. You can't say negative virtues, negative qualities, you will say. And that is what made him wicked. So Goswamiji says that is the point here. In the world, may we know to recognize this fact. Everybody has these two sides, not completely brushing aside anyone. That acceptance that we get in the world, that is what he is pointing out here. Then says, okay, but why suddenly bring up this topic now? You are doing Santa Vandana and everything. Why suddenly you started talking about Khala? He says there is one problem. What they do is they put Vigna. They bring obstacles in auspicious work, the wicked people. So that is why I am praying to them, please leave my work alone. And this is what happened in Goswamiji's Tulsi Ramayana also. People wanted to destroy his Ramayana because it was written in vernacular language. But you see the power of prayer, it gets saved in Bhagwan's own ways. Nobody is able to touch Ramayana. And several years after, we are still reading that same text. So Goswamiji says, I'm doing Khala Vandana so that this auspicious work doesn't get obstructed. That is my whole purpose. And through that, he's also teaching us how to live in this world. When the topic comes, we'll see more in elaboration. But that introduction is necessary before we start reading that qualities of Khala Purusha, of wicked people. Okay, first is not to be judgmental and not to start thinking, okay, this is this person, this person, this person. But more to understand, it is to show both goodness and the opposite of it is always there in this creation. What we give importance to, it will strengthen. If we give importance to goodness within us, we will strengthen that within us. If we give importance to goodness in others, we will help them strengthen that quality. This is a matter of fact. Okay, so first doha, Goswamiji Chaupai, Goswamiji says, Bahuri bandi khala guna sati bhaye. I am doing this vandana with true intention. I am not doing this vandana just to write some chaupais and dohas or with some ulterior motive. I am doing it with a sincere heart to this group of khala, wicked people, who without reason, they have hostility towards other people. Even those who do good to them, to those people also they have hostility. Some kind of unexplained enmity, without doing anything. You have not had any conversation or any kind of interaction also. That is how their mindset is. Parahita hani labha jinakere, ujare harasha bishada basere. And they love to see other people suffer. If somebody is settling down, ujare harasha bishada basere. If somebody is settling down, some wealth has come, they have brought a new home. The wicked people, they feel very uncomfortable. In other words, jealous. That jealousy, that is what is pointed out here. And if somebody is unsettled, they feel very happy. Okay, this is the quality of khala. Harihara jasa rakesa rahuke, para akaja bhata sahasabahuke. Whenever there is some glory of Bhagwan being sung, they will come and put some obstacle there. Just like on a full moon, Rahu as though engulfs that full moon. Just like on an eclipse day. That is, analogy given here. And they like to tirelessly criticize other people. Para akaja bhata sahasabahuke. Sahasabahu was a king who is, it is said, had 1,000 arms. He had defeated Ravana once. He was that powerful. Means what? With 1,000 arms, he can keep on fighting tirelessly. So the wicked people are also like that. They can tirelessly keep criticizing others. And when it comes to seeing defects in other people, they see it with 1,000 eyes. Although they have 2 eyes, they will see it with 1,000 eyes. Je para dosha lakahi saha sakhi. Parahita ghruta jinake manamaki. And if they have to put any obstacle or spoil somebody's work, they don't matter. It doesn't matter to them to sacrifice their own, character you call, personality, life, anything is okay. Just like that fly that spoils the ghee by itself falling in it. Means it spoils the ghee, but it also falls inside it. That is Khala Vandana. Khala, Vandana is being done to them. But I hope you are reading all of this in the context of that introduction. Teja Krusanu Rosha Mahisesha. When it comes to destroying something, they are like fire. And their anger is like Mahishasura, one whom mother destroyed, Mahishasura Mardini. So their anger is like Mahishasura. Agha avaguna dhana dhani dhanesa. And when it comes to negative qualities, avaguna, they are as rich as Kubera. Udaya ketu sama hita sabahike. And they destroy other people's growth. Udaya Ketu means like a comet. it is said there is some comet which goes, which is symbolic of ill fame or something like that. Udaya Ketu. Bad luck, what we say. Kumbhakarana sama sovatanike. Such wicked people, Goswamiji says it is better if they are in tamas. If tamas is combined with rajoguna, it creates more havoc in the world. It is better if they are in tamoguna itself. Para akaju lagi tanu pariharahi. Jimi hima upala krushi dali garahi. How are these wicked people? He gives another analogy. He says they are ready to spoil other people's job at any cost, even at their own self-destruction. And he gives an example, just like crop is spoiled by the hailstone. So once that hailstone falls there, it itself melts, but it also destroys the crop in which it has fallen. Bandau khala jasa sesha sarosha, sahasa banda bara nahi para dosha. Now he says, I do vandana to them just like Shesh Bhagwan. Shesh Bhagwan has 1,000 mouth, the one on whom Bhagwan Vishnu is reclining. Shesh Naga. He says, why do you say they are like Shesha? They never get tired of criticizing. With 1,000 mouths, they can criticize, go on criticizing. Then he says, again I do this namaskara. Puni pranavau prutu raja samana. Para agha sunai sahasa dasa kana. The wicked people, they are like Raja Prithu. When Bhagwan appeared in front of Prithu Raja and asked, what do you want? Prithu Raja said, Bhagwan, I have seen you. What else do you want me to ask? He says, no, you have to ask something because I have come now. So Raja Prithu says, give me 1,000 years so I can listen to Bhagwan's glories. I won't get tired of listening to your katha. So Bhagwan gives him that blessing, but he says, Goswamiji says, wicked people are like Raja Prithu, but their ears are not to listen to Bhagwan's katha, it is to listen to gossip, criticism of somebody. That is what, they love to listen to. Bahuri sakra sama binavamu tehi santata sura nikahita jehi. Then he says, these wicked people are like Indra. Santata sura nikahita jehi. Suranika means Indra, just like he likes his army. Anika means army. Like in Bhagavad Gita we see, right? Drushtva tu Pandava Nikam. Pandavanam Anikam is army of Pandavas. So Suranika means army of Devatas. That army Indra likes to control. But Sura also means intoxicant, wine and all other intoxicants. Goswamiji says, just like Indra likes, he is playing, doing a play on words here. Suranika is liked by Indra also. Suranika is liked by wicked people also. So he says, Khala, they like these intoxicants, thinking that it is good for them. What it does is it just takes away ability to think clearly. And we should remember, intoxicant does not necessarily need to be a substance, a solid substance or a liquid substance. All the negativities which are there, they are intoxicants only. Why? Because the result that they produce is the same as an intoxicant. Just like an intoxicant takes away our ability to think, how to, clearly distinguish that situation, how to respond. So in the same way, all kama, krodha, lobha, moha, kama, desire, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, moha, delusion, jealousy, all these negativities, if we keep within, it is just like having an intoxicant inside. So Goswamiji in this whole prakaranam is teaching us, what do we want in life? Do we want Ananda Swarupa or something else that we need to be aware of so that we can let go of them? Purpose is not to criticize anybody there. That's why that introduction portion I mentioned that. Then he says, Vachana Bajra Jehi Sada Piyara Sahasa Nayana Para Dosha Nihara. How this Indra has Vajra, right? Vajra with his thunderbolt he has in its hand, and with that he can attack somebody. He says wicked people also have Vajra, but they don't have to carry it with hand. He says it's on their tongue. They can use it anytime to give a thunderbolt like strike. So that is this khala. Then again, somebody asks, okay, why are you describing all this? He says, Udasina Ari Mitahita Sunata Jarahi Khala Riti. I am discussing or describing khala, who get jealous at prosperity of anybody, not only those who are that person's enemy. Udasina means one who is unconcerned, one who is not even, Udasina, what is the best word? Indifferent. One who is indifferent, their prosperity also this wicked people feel jealous. Ari, enemies, of course we can understand, their prosperity also they feel jealous. And Mitahita, friends' prosperity also they feel jealous. This is the nature of khala, but I am doing vandana to them so that they don't put any obstacle to this Ramcharitmanasa. Jani pani juga jori jana binati karai sapriti. I am doing this vandana so that please don't obstruct this Ramcharitmanas. Now one last point, and I will conclude here. Whenever somebody does vandana to somebody, the glory is never as much of the person to whom vandana is done. The glory is always of the person who is doing the vandana. Means if Goswamiji is doing vandana of Khala Purusha, it just shows his greatness. I had heard one story from our Swamiji that there was one Mahatma who was standing once, and one Amma was standing next to him. They were coming out of Yajnashala. That Mahatma had given a pravachan and he had come out waiting for the car to come. And the host who was supposed to take that Mahatma home, she was also standing there. And two sadhus, it was in North India, so the sadhus were in a very different avatar. So they were just walking there. And this Amma did namaskar, she just bowed down and did namaskar to them. This Mahatma who was standing there, that Mahatma ji said, Amma, these are not, real sadhus. They are just fake people, just wearing this garb. They are going here and there. They are not real sadhus. This Amma said, Swamiji, we get very few opportunities to bow down before somebody. Let me not lose it. If they are fake, that is not my concern. My Shraddha which is there, that is what I have to protect. Yes, Mahatma ji said, what a wonderful thing, that whenever somebody does vandana of somebody, it shows the greatness of the person doing the vandana. That is what in this whole prakaranam, it shows. And this Mahatma whom I am talking about is Akhandanandji Maharaj. He was standing and he himself writes in a book this particular incident, and he says that whenever pranam is done, it is the glory of the person doing it, and they are the ones who are going to benefit. The object or person to whom it is done, they sometimes don't have anything to benefit. So this prakaranam is beautiful, and a lot of new points Goswamiji brings in the next chaupais, which we will see next time. So if you can please share the Aganita Gunagana lyrics. अगणित गुणगण भूषण रामा आश्रित वत्सल जय जय रामा अयोध्यवासी सीता रामा आपद बांधव जय जय रामा दशरथ नंदन श्री रामा दशमुख मर्दन जय जय रामा कौसल्या सुखवर्धन रामा कामित फलदा जय जय रामा पाप विमोचन श्री रामा पट्टाभिरामा जय जय रामा जानकी वल्लभ सीता रामा जय रघुरामा जय सीता रामा वानर सेवित श्री रामा वारिधि वंदन जय जय रामा हनुमत पूजित सीता रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा रघुपति राघव राजा रामा पतित पावना सीता रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय रामा सियावर रामचंद्र की जय कि सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. I don't know if you all have the same issue. When I was studying with Swamiji, whenever Swamiji used to explain, since this Gita Press book has the Chaupai and the translation, we used to get tempted to read the translation while the lecture is going on. And neither could we read the translation, nor could we hear what Swamiji was saying. So then we realized we should do one or the other. Either listen first, and after the class, you can take some time to just read through the translation. Because some of the words are not very obvious. In Awadhi, some words are very differently written, differently spelled. So that is, being in the same boat, been there, done that. So, okay, we'll see you all tomorrow. Those of you who can join for Drigdrishya Viveka. Hari Om.